welcome back, guys. It's been an interesting 24 hours. Very much so. Seems quite a lot of you enjoyed watching the MOD, working with the Met to deal with undesirables. Speaking of which, I thought it might be a good idea to head on to the bridge. Been a little while. See if we can find some more to interview. Now, the sad thing yesterday, oh, hold on, it's this banned plastic gum. The sad thing yesterday was that the ringleader of the group, and the one that I called boss man, whatever, didn't want to talk. Yeah, he was a little bit shy, which was kind of sad, really, because other than the absence of a personality, he seemed like quite a nice guy. I mean, at the end of the day, we can't judge people's decisions without knowing their circumstances. In other words, oh, I'm in someone's picture, hello. In other words, if you're born in a hole with no economic opportunities, you're going to do what you have to do to survive. Let me clarify that statement. That isn't me making excuses for scumbags that decide to come to our beautiful city and rip off tourists, etc. It's an economic reality that, to be honest, anyone that's lived in Eastern Europe, Latin America, and lots of other places, second and third world, can understand. But you know what? I think at the end of the day, people are getting really tired of the level of tolerated low-level crime in London. Now, luckily, it's a remarkable thing. I haven't actually been a victim yet myself. Now, that, guys, it's only a matter of time. But the way that I see it is that as long as you're prepared, in other words, you know, your data's backed up, and you can replace what's stolen, it's not the end of the world. I mean, fundamentally, if it's a phone or a bag or a wallet or whatever, it's inconvenient, but it really isn't going to, you know, destroy your life, is it? Oh. It's actually quite a nice day today. By the time you'll be watching this, we'll be a day late. I did mention yesterday in the main video that I'm almost better, I'm about kind of 95%. Back to normal. There's still a little bit of that, but I'll try and pre-warn you guys before it happens. Now, sadly, no representatives of the Roma Gypsy community are here on the bridge today to discuss with us why it's acceptable to rip off tourists, but it won't be long before they're back, and when they are, damn, amazing haircut that guy's got. When they are back, we'll be here to interview them. Why? Because that's what we do on this channel, folks. Now, part of the reason I opened on the bridge is that ideally it might jog some memories. One of you, very eagle-eyed viewer, I can't confirm it's true or it's not true until I see the footage myself. One of you commented on yesterday's pickpockets arrested video that you'd seen one or two members of that group before in my video on the bridge where we just were. Now, that's the video where we went up very close and filmed the cup and ball scammers, and they tried to make me stop filming, and I said, look, make me, basically, and then they bottled it and ran away. Oh, that was close, flipping out. Cyclists weaving in and out. I would personally, look, I would never cross the road when it's red. That's foolish. Come on, seriously, people. So yes, that video apparently shows one or two of our friends from yesterday. Now, I need your help, guys. With almost 2,000 videos on the channel, I've got no idea which flipping video that is. That I opened that day on the bridge, and then we had the small disagreement with the scammers. No idea what's cooking. It's not a diplomatic vehicle. Strange. So folks, any of you that remember either the date or the title of that video, or both in an ideal world, please can you post it in the comments under this video, because that will be an extraordinary thing if the same munchkins have already made an appearance on the channel. Plus, it means that to celebrate that second appearance, we're going to have to track them down for a third appearance. Oh yes, things are always better in threes, guys. The French have that ménage à trois saying for a reason. Oh wait, hold on a second. I think the US Secret Service is looking for me. I swear I saw this guy in the Netflix TV show with Robert De Niro called 0 Day. Was he not one of the Secret Service guys that saved President Mullen? See? Plus he's pretending that he's not undercover. Curious, very curious. So yeah, guys, help me please to find that video, my darlings. I need, ideally, to have a look at it. I mean, even if I started, kind of looking at videos from the past, I don't know, 5 months, it would still take me probably a month to find it. So the fact that some of you remember which that video was and the title of it is amazing. Now, I spy with my little eye, as well as this lovely car, which sadly, folks, is not my daddy. 1BTY. That's a nice car. Sadly, no, it's not daddy. Daddy wouldn't drive something that cheap. Over on Parliament Square, I've spotted a protest. Now the thing is, do we go and have a look at what it is? Or do we not? It's a tricky... Yeah, I mean, we might as well. We're here now. Let's see if I can get across, if Daddy's going to stop. Wait, it's actually, hold on a second, it's actually green, so why are these, oh great. Now they've actually stopped in the middle of the road and blocked it, look. Everything's blocked. I don't know, is the camera a bit off centre today? Something's wrong with the perspective, hold on. Oh, there we are, that's it, sorry folks. I wasn't tracking it properly, yeah, everything's fine. I've got no idea what this is, maybe a nurse's protest or something like that. We'll go and see. There's a lot of parliamentary and diplomatic protection vehicles out today. I noticed there are a few of them parked over on Whitehall as well. Oh gosh. Flipping hell. Wait, are the tractors about to turn up again? There is another farmers' protest coming soon, by the way, guys. Oh yes. Now, I'd rather walk across some nice soft grass to reduce the wear and tear on my lovely trainers, but unfortunately it's closed. I can see something saying "Who cares?" on a board. That's going to be interesting. I mean, I don't know who cares because I'm not there yet, but we'll see. Oh, hold on a second. Oh my god, wait guys, they're speaking Spanish. Hold on, I need to get out of there quick. I can't risk getting sick again. Yep, that's right. Influenza alert. It reminds me of that funny situation last year when we had the French bed bugs. Remember the bed bugs? Yes, I remember. Okay, maybe this is the Westminster Abbey Voluntary Renovation Group. They're here to debate whether or not they should re-roof the Abbey, because it's looking a bit tatty these days after Notre Dame was done up. Oh. Kumbaya, my lord. Oh, what's this? His voice is very sweet. The gent that was singing there with the guitar, that was a lovely thing to hear, in fact. How fortunate to stumble across that in the centre of London, eh? Thoroughly lovely and enjoyable. Almost as enjoyable as those bobble hats. In fact, I wonder where you get one of them. I wonder if they're giving them away. If they are, I'm going to get one and wear it. Press Association photographers here. Usual familiar faces. In fact, the gent here with the backpack went up in the elevated platform, the cherry picker.
See, listen, are you looking for someone to talk? Because this guy could talk.
Oh, am I personally? No, I mean, no, sorry. I just wandered into it as I was wondering actually where they get these lovely coloured hats.
I'm telling you, they look good. I think they're from their provider.
Ah, is that what it is? Yeah. Healthcare provider,
yeah? Okay.
Good luck.
Thank you, you too.
Pleasure. Guys, I can't get stuck interviewing people here, not because I don't want to. I mean, it's a very worthy cause and they have our full support. However, this is not our focus, and if I get super distracted, we're not even going to end up with any horsey time. But wow, absolutely amazing thing to see. Fantastic turnout, and yet again, British people making their voices heard. So there we are. Providers unite, stronger together. I mean, it's very true. So good luck to all of these people. And gosh. Oh, sorry, boss.
Oh, sorry.
Thank you. That was a lovely little piece of music that we wandered into. And you know what? It was so lovely that I don't even care if it copyright strikes my video. I honestly don't give a... Yes, that's right, guys. I don't. Incidentally, that's quite an interesting little shot. You see the building poking its head up over County Hall in the middle. Well, not quite in the middle, but roughly. That's the top of the Shard. Visible, pointing into the clouds. Actually, the introduction wasn't that bad. 13 minutes. I'm a teeny bit horsey, actually, which is weird because yesterday I wasn't. Maybe because after the two-parter yesterday, first video, and then the extension with our friends from Romania, perhaps I spoke a little too much. Whoop, wee. I mean, the lights are red. Typically that means go, does it not, folks? I swear it does. Green means get ready to go. But wait, why is everyone waiting if it's not... Oh, here we go, finally. Flipping time. Obviously I had to... I was joking as well, by the way, about the lights. I know that green means go and red means stop. But until we get over to the other side, we're not actually going to be able to get to horseguards. Okay guys, enjoy the traffic. This is Westminster Abbey in the background and random London traffic approaching me with deadly intent in the foreground. Okay, is that it guys? Finally, or any more? Great, here we go. Oh. Oh, that's interesting. Straight through the green light. However, guys, before any of you scream, "Hey, John, don't become an auditor," guys, I'm not an auditor. Not that there's anything wrong with auditing. It's not my thing. They're on flashing lights. Emergency response vehicle. Let's just say that certain rules don't apply. And rightly so. I mean, let's be honest, guys. Would we all want an ambulance on its way to us to have to stop at every single light and make way for every single other vehicle and pedestrian? We would not. Ditto the police in an emergency. Oh, flipping, I'm not going to stand there for like an hour. Hold on. Otherwise we will literally get stuck, guys, and get no footage today of horse guards. Okay, so here we are. the phone boxes. Oh, fluffy earmuffs. Hello. Oh goodness. Yeah, actually I'm a teeny bit horsey, aren't I? Which is curious. But hey, let's push on, folks. If I get overly horsey, I could apply to join HCAV. And if I do get overly horsey, I will terminate the video early. Oh, okay. Blondie went to the hairdressers before coming here to make today's video. I mean, the queue of people behind her is not massive, but she's getting a lot of envious looks from Goldilocks fans. It's extraordinary actually how some people take as much time as they want and they absolutely couldn't care less about the rest of the queue, the people waiting. Bad as it is at horseguards with people taking too long for a picture, it's a lot worse here. As you can see, oh here we go, she's going to get her boyfriend, it's de-fluff her coat and everything else. Flipping hell. And in a minute you'll get like 1 foot kind of raised a little bit, possibly foot placed flat on the side of the phone box, you know, the usual crap that Instagram airheads do. Ah, good lord. I mean, I'm just looking at the clock. It's now 20 past 12. Do we think that's it? Oh, finally. The next ones, who have only been queuing here for 17 hours, get to approach the phone box. Bro, hi. Wow, okay, great. Oh, there was that face plant I was talking about. Incidentally, a few people mentioned in yesterday's video that I shouldn't mention about people not seeing the camera, or almost walking into the camera. Some people seem to take that comment as me feeling that I'm entitled to have some sort of exclusive space on the public highway to film. No, what I mean by that, when people get super close like that and almost walk into it, is kind of, hey, wake up, there's a camera. In other words, don't face plant yourself into it and hurt yourself. This camera, unlike most people that are filming with a small little plasticky type gimbal, this camera is mounted on quite a sturdy carbon pole. On top of that there's a battery pack, then there's the gimbal. In other words, it's weighty. In other words, somebody's head accidentally walking into it would hurt them a lot more than it would hurt my kid. Thought I'd better clarify that because I have no more or less right to film than any other individual that's doing exactly the same. In other words, there's no sense of entitlement. It's more about hoping that somebody isn't going to walk into the kit, and I've joked about this many times. It will happen one day, just like we had people face planting into Ormond and all kinds of other nonsense. Oh, hold on a second, he's locked her in the phone box. Let's hope he's got locksmith skills. That's actually kind of sweet. He's like, unless you agree to cooking lessons, I'm not letting you out because I'm tired of eating that. That's what it is. Yup. So I did mention those PDP vehicles. No idea why there are quite a few of them scattered around. I still haven't figured out why some days there's, well, none. And other days there are a fair number. Does it mean security's higher? No idea. Does it mean we've got, I don't know, some kind of dignitaries? No idea. I mean, I guess it would possibly mean that there are more important folks moving between government buildings. I don't know. If anyone does know, pop your thoughts in the comments, because I do find it curious how one day there are 6, 7, 8 vans, and the next day there isn't even one. And it's not PMQs today, guys. That's tomorrow. Okay, so first stop in, well, it's not really going to be actually it might be a brief stop because there's quite a big queue there. Downing Street. Another fat group just decided to stuff itself in the middle. I don't actually know, to be honest, why this is tolerated here. You've got zero chance of stopping outside the Elysee Palace. The gendarmes move you in 2 seconds if you even think about stopping. School groups doing some sort of, I don't know, questionnaire or... Oh, actually it's it's French school groups.
So much so that he actually takes a bag of cabbage and actually spent more time in 10 Downing Street.
Oh, a bag of cabbage. Tour guide dropping an anecdote about a bag of cabbage, spending more time in Downing Street than Keir Starmer. Okay, that's hopefully the end of the distractions. The thing is, you never know. And even when the camera stops, as it did yesterday, one never knows if it might be time to restart it. Yes, can I fit through this gap? No, actually I can't. Oh, this guy asked if he's allowed to go in. It's like, well, hello, I mean, it says Cabinet Office on the wall. Who the hell do you think you are, sir? Of course you can't go in. As the door guy said, no, you need a pass. Get out of jail free pass is what we're going to need if you try and run in there without a pass. Oh my god, flipping hell. Guys, there's another protest. Can you hear it? Beep, beep, horns. Oh, flip. So much for a normal day at horseguards. I wonder what this one's going to be. Let's hope it's not coming this way and leads to the horses getting taken off. This is why yesterday was such... I mean, it's becoming quite rare. Such a gloriously normal morning, because normal mornings are pretty unusual here. And bear in mind, folks, we're nowhere near peak numbers yet. We're about 1/4 of peak numbers, I would say. Right, so let's see who we've got. Flipping ton of toys is what we've got. I can tell you that. Okay, here we are. Gosh, it's quite a lot of people. Look, it's a fairly big crowd. Now, one good thing is that, as a lot of you might have noticed, oh, that's it, Taurus, just wiggle the sign till it falls on your head. As you might have noticed, the usual suspect spammers have stopped live streaming. Not entirely, but let's just say they've so dramatically reduced their live streaming as to have almost negated it. Bro, hello. Yeah, hi. Sorry. Hello. Thanks. That was for his own good, guys. If he walked back another 2 inches, his head would have cabbaged. And we would have had a Chinese takeaway on my pole. Gosh, that is pretty noisy, actually, to be fair. Horse seems chill. I'm not... Oh, hold on a second, folks. Let me just quickly dash through into the yard. 2 ladies are having a chat with the guard. Now, why is that interesting? Well, it's interesting for 2 reasons. One, he's at work, and 2, arguably more importantly, we don't know if he's single. What do we think? They were asking him questions, and I wonder if they wanted to pop some money in his boot. The guard's thinking to himself, can you please get that camera at my face, otherwise I've got 0 chance of getting both their numbers. And you know what? He's right. He is actually right. Why is he right? Well, there are 2 reasons why he's right. Oh, spammer alert. Oh, hold on a second. Who was it that said a week or so ago, it's a very curious thing that they don't have a board out here to let the public know that there's not a changeover. As if by magic, this has appeared. Now, I'm not saying that this has not been here before. This is certainly not new. There's a bit of rust on it, but I've never seen it. So unless I'm missing something, actually, you know what? This has got to have a picture taken, because we've spotted yet another, like, pre-tourist season upgrade, I think is what we would call this. That's a great thing to see, eh? However, it might actually result in fewer numbers, because I'm not going to lie, folks, this is pretty chocker for a random non-regimental changeover day. The girls are still there trying to have a chat, but then again, they might be friends of his. You know, one can never be sure. So it's very tricky, because there's a fine line between intrusion and what I would regard as perfectly legitimate coverage of what happens here. Oh, smirking clown over here was craning his neck around the archway a bit too much. Notice how quick he buggered off when the guard spoke up. Right. Yeah. So if the level of spamminess is going to reduce by virtue of there being not necessarily even far less, but possibly eventually even no one live streaming here, I would say that's got to be a massive bonus, because, and as somebody who used to do it, I am qualified to state, I don't personally think live streaming should be allowed here. I've outlined my reasons before, and I stand by them. Gosh, that is very noisy now. Okay, she's kind of waddling into the box slowly. Let's see how close she gets. What do we think? Is she going to waddle? Alright. Is she going to waddle her way to the horse? Maybe not. Waddle, waddle. I'm reluctant to go to the other end because of the noise. I mean, it's bad enough here. This horse seems pretty chill, but bing bong, it is noisy. Okay, I mean, the bing and the bong gives us an excuse to go back into the yard and see if he's about to leave. What do we think? I'm actually not sure, guys. Especially given we know the fact that the bell is somewhat off. Oh, one eye surgery happening here on the left. No? Nope. He's not going to move. He's had enough. We'll go and have a little look at which other horse is at the other end. I'm just sort of getting a bit of a flavour for what's cooking here. I tend to find recently that that's been kind of helpful, as opposed to just rushing into something. Just taking a moment to savour what's going on, and then deciding where is the best spot to concentrate. Okay, so the other horse, the other horse. This bap, 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 bap noise is super annoying. I think it's that public service union lot that were out the other day, so their cause is not an unworthy one. It's just a bit unfortunate that they have to make so much noise in such close proximity to the horses. That's the downside, guys. In fact, oh, hold on a second, I didn't even realise. Not only is the sign gloriously, I mean, to be honest, it's about 7 degrees off being absolutely bang on straight, but relatively speaking, it's gloriously straight. Lady Trooper, no nonsense, Lady Trooper. One of a pair, in fact. Which horse? Oh, hello, horsey. Hello. Oh. Hello. Hi, handsome. No idea, actually, guys, about this one. He's looking pretty clean, though, I must say. Their hooves are sparkling. Oh, yes, you beauty. We'll definitely get a picture of the hoof, guys. I'm very curious about this one. Faintest of blazes. The funny thing, though, is that there are 7 other people at the moment filming this trooper and this horse. Why? I don't know, because nothing's happening. I actually and honestly don't know why. So, we're going to go against the grain, walk around, look behind the line, actively trying not to die in the process, and back to the other end. Now that might mean we get absolutely nothing interesting, but then again, we might get everything. Why? Because no one else is filming at this end. Very interesting movement of people again today. Complete inconsistent and uneven, but that sometimes is how I like it. I mean, they seem happy. Got their picture, I guess. Doo-doo. I don't remember, in fact, seeing how this boxman responds to people that overstep the line. We know he's exceptionally effective as a boxman, so it's very likely that translates. Sorry, as a boxman, exceptionally effective when he's the gatesman. So let's hope that translates into boxman duties. Now, does that mean we're going to have no gatesman doing rounds today? I don't know, maybe he thought to himself, it's too flipping noisy, I can't be bothered. Speaking of which, first horse is having a meltdown. Guess who chose the right end as usual? Yes, moi. Why? Oh, this one's almost got squashed against the gate. Oh. This flipping guy is arguing with his pram. Hello, he said, you can see him over there. Well, hello? You don't flipping live here. Like, what? Okay. There we are. Horsey's back in the box, courtesy of the MOD officer, who, coincidentally, was the star of yesterday's Romanian pickpocket video. And that, ladies and gents, is why it's not a good idea, like an android, to stand in the same fixed spot, like a moron, filming the same thing without moving. Fluidity. This is why we end up getting these interesting shots when the horses have a little moment. So, police officer's giving the horsey a little pat. He's like, if you decide to jaywalk on the public highway again, you're getting a ticket, king's horse or not. Oh, flipping hell. Look, people with little kids, honestly, what the flip? What the? This bro. He was going to go through until he saw the officer. 100% he was, I tell you. I think the horse just got a bit excited when he saw me coming out of the gate. He kind of ran over, thinking that maybe I'd got an apple or a treat for him. Right, we're trying not to walk into any. The two girls, by the way, are still there. I have no idea what they might be asking. Horsey settled down, plus he's under armed guard right now. and he's been told that if he's naughty, he's going to be arrested. Okay, we've already found the outfit of the day, ladies and gents. You're probably wondering to yourself, which one is it? Well, let me tell you. Now, let's be honest, we all like a redhead. Redheads are plucky, feisty, and very, very naughty. And this guy is no exception. Look, his hair matches his trousers. Absolutely brilliant. So he is going to be our best dressed tourist of the day. Because he is. No one's going to beat that. That's a fact. Top man. Right, let's try and get ourselves in a little bit. Obviously the horse at the other end is not happy because of the noise, and I dare say the microphone is picking it up, and that you guys can understand why he's not happy because of the noise. Notice this one's much more chill. Oh, that scared her. It's amazing how many people get scared when the horses make that little noise. Oh, wait, are these two girls in competition or something? Look, who can outpose the other? Yeah, sorry for the racket, guys, in today's video. It is firmly beyond my control, sadly. There we are. In fact, I wonder if that chap with the red hair, I wonder if he'd be able to keep his haircut like that and that colour if he joined the lifeguards. I'm just thinking that he wouldn't even need to wear the helmet with the plume. He's got his own personal plume. And that would be truly forward thinking on behalf of the army, would it not? To join the regiment, you have to grow a Mohican and dye it the colour of your regiment. I mean, that would work superbly if you're in the King's troop. Imagine King's troop gunners having golden coloured Mohicans. I think that would be tops, personally. There's so much kind of going on around me today. It's very animated here. None of it makes actually any sense at all, but there's certainly a lot of movement and motion. Ooh. Hold on, look at this. I'm not going to stick the camera in his face, but there goes the captain. Look, immaculately dressed captain. Captain crosses the road. Zoom in because his face is not in front of the camera. It wouldn't fundamentally matter because he is in full ceremonial uniform. And no, guys, I'm not going to run to the middle of the road and pester him either. That is our magnificently dressed captain, complete with his sword, walking through central London. I think he's actually going to go for a cheeky lunchtime spa at Raffles. I mean, if I were an officer, I would, so why not? Personally, I have a problem with it. Sandhurst is not easy, you know. Oh my goodness. What the flip? These girls are still here. I'm not sure if they're taking random pictures of other tourists, but my guess is that they're trying to ask the guard questions in between their photo shoots, such as, are you single, and can I get your number? Yep. Fair's fair. I mean, he might well be single. One never knows. Oh great, they've seen the camera now. I don't know how to read this, guys. I absolutely bet they're not relatives. Hold on a second, they just made him laugh. Hold on. Well, it actually did make him laugh. The trooper's smirking. Wait, hold on a second. The trooper's actually laughing. And shaking his head. I'll say something, folks. I'm laughing because it's kind of completely ridiculous, but he is laughing. I mean, I kind of don't think I need to say anything, because if the trooper's laughing, then you know. Oh my god! Now I'm coughing. 1 second. Let's leave them to it for a minute. If the trooper's laughing, I mean, it kind of feels wrong to say anything. You know what I mean? Oh, whoa! What flipping hell? Where did you get this one from?
Do you want to have a chat the other side?
I would love to. Yeah. The camera's on. Is that okay?
Fine.
You sure? Okay. 1 second. Look at this absolute magnificent, massive horse. 1 second, folks. Gosh. I'm so annoyed by my raspy voice. I will try and talk to the girls, guys, but I was laughing because if the trooper finds it funny, and he was laughing, then you know what am I supposed to say? What can I say? Oh, okay, let's not get too close. Oh my god, this one is absolutely gigantic. It's almost like the officer went to Siberia and dug this horse up from the permafrost. This one looks like, I don't know, like you found it in Siberia or something from 2,000 years ago.
This is Brabazon. He's been a police force for about a month now.
Wait, Brabazon or Brabazon?
Brabazon.
I have seen this one once before. Is it, what's the size of this horse, officer? Sorry, it's a bit noisy. Wait, let's go over this way. How large is this horse?
It's about 18.2.
18, so
18 plus hand, yeah, he's a big boy, isn't he?
he's absolutely massive. I think he's the biggest police horse certainly I remember seeing any time recently around here.
Certainly we've got him.
Yeah?
Remember a horse called Putney?
Yes,
Or Dexter, unique.
the really cloppy one, Putney. Yep.
He's bigger, isn't he?
Gosh,
He's a lovely boy.
he is absolutely
Friendly
massive.
dinosaur. Yeah.
This is the only one that kind of makes the horses at the front look a little bit inferior, I think is the way to put it.
I've not seen you down here before.
To be honest, I was away over Christmas, then I've been sick. Like, just like everybody. The trouble with filming here is that you mix with so many tourists and you get sick like that. It's so annoying, it's a downside. But a relative of yours came and said hello to me a few weeks ago. That was a sweet moment, yeah. She's lovely. Yeah?
Off camera.
Of course. Wait, do you want me to I can pause it now. Do you want 1 second? Back in a minute, guys. We are back, guys. Back with the horse. We're going to have a little rub of Brabazon in a second. He's a scoundrel, this horse, but wow. I mean, he is an absolutely enormous beauty. To give you an idea, folks, if I zoom right out, all good, by the way, just had to have a chat with the officers off camera. 18 hands and 2 of spectacular horsiness. Thank you. Wow. Aren't they absolutely magnificent? And look at that blue sky that the officers have got to walk into behind us. Amazing. Absolutely glorious. Yeah, I was hoping to get a bit of a pat, to be honest, but someone else got there first. But Brabazon, well, extraordinary. Very interesting, actually, to see that massive monster of a horse. And that officer in particular is a very nice guy. We've seen him on this channel many times. He is the most courteous, polite and informative of the mounted officers, which for a group that are exceedingly friendly here in London is quite the achievement, you know, to stand out that much in a group of outstanding officers. Lovely thing. So massive thanks to the officer for the chat and also for the heads up off camera. Oh damn it, they've obviously. Oh, hold on a second. I think I might have just bumped into somebody. Well, accidentally kind of bumped into somebody that I've heard of but never seen. Sorry to bother you. Are you a certain well-known military photographer?
Yes.
You are? Oh no, you're not. The camera's facing. Oh, apologies.
Yeah,
Best of luck. No, I didn't stick the camera in his face. It is a well-known photographer. I will not be putting the camera on him because he doesn't want to be on camera, and I have to respect that. I was actually going to go and tell him I'm a fan, but now I'm reconsidering it. Now I'm going to have to unfollow. No, I'm being silly, guys. Anyone is allowed to opt out on this channel, as I've said many times before. That's very curious, actually. Wonder, I'm just looking around to see if the girls are still here, or whether they actually scarpered. Because they really were there for a long time, about 20-30 minutes. And they did get a laugh out of the trooper. That's a pity. However, Brabazon, that utter colossus of a horse, was a worthwhile distraction. Oh yes. Gosh. I mean, we pretty much just got here, it feels like, but the video's closer to the end than the beginning. Like, what happened? Did they actually vanish? Or are they still here somewhere? I don't know. I'm just looking. This jogger's a little bit like, oh, excuse me. Oh, sorry guys, let me get out of your way. Sorry, you're right. Oh, flip. There was a massive cough, guys, right next to me again. Now, is that because he thinks I'm a pickpocket? Or because he's from Spain, he's trying to infect me again? Imagine actually if I get sick again this year. That's going to be truly tragic. Light today is magnificent. It would have been such fun to get not an interview, but to have a chat with those girls that were over there on the corner. That would have been so much fun. Damn it, damn it, damn it. However, you can't win them all, folks. And we certainly won quite a few of them. I'm just watching here for a second because the gent and his lovely wife, who I almost bashed into but quickly got out of the way a moment ago, are waiting patiently for a picture. One second.
It's a beautiful horse. I mean, you can tell that that is a pedigree horse.
Okay, so she asked the trooper politely what's possible and what isn't. And he said, oh, flipping, I'll talk about bad luck. That's real bad luck. Now what do we do? Do we go into the yard for this changeover, or do we stay out here? Instinctively, I'm thinking it's probably going to be best to go into the yard. They've still got 4 minutes out. I'm not going to actually say to the guy. He's probably okay still, the guy in the chair, to go for a picture. They were waiting here for a long time, so that's very bad and unfortunate timing. Oh, hold on a second. Let me get myself way... Whoa. Hold on, I'm way too close right now. Get myself way back out of the way of this beauty, who's now having a meltdown. Just as well the guy in the chair didn't go over in the end, I guess, isn't it? They really don't like this exceedingly monotonous, continuous noise that does pervade Whitehall. Beautiful, beautiful conditions to film today. I mean, I feel truly blessed on days like today. As if that were not bad enough, we've now got ambulance coming along as well. However, Horsey's only got 1 or 2 minutes left until the change. I am going to probably head into the yard, I think, for this one. Gatesman and Chitsman are both changing over. The thing is, I just know if I do, Horsey's going to take a bit of a walk down the road, so it's a tricky one, this. What do we think, guys? We've got 2 nervous horses at the front. The yard is fairly empty, so chances of something happening? Okay, one idiot streamer just got told he was really, really close, and the guard just told him to get back. I could see that from the way that he put his hand up to kind of say, oh, sorry. And I don't know who that idiot is. We've seen him before on the camera. No idea which channel. He's a little bit awkward. And he certainly has no concept of giving the troopers their public space. I'm still looking around to see if those two girls are lurking. It wouldn't surprise me at all if they are. That would have been a super interesting conversation, actually, because for whatever reason, the trooper was... my reading of it is, let's just put it that way, let's qualify that statement. My reading of it was that the trooper was actually finding it quite entertaining. There's a very big difference between a couple of girls kind of flirting, showing off, and a group, be it male, female, whatever. All good, you? Pretty good. And a group who were there for, you know, collective reasons of intimidation or outright mockery. As I said, if the trooper's smiling and laughing, I mean, why would I say anything? Other than to kind of comment on the fact that it's interesting. Alright, I'm going to stay at the front, just because we didn't have enough horsey time in this video. In this position, we get a great view. Oh, there's the bong from Big Ben. In this position, we get a great view right across the front. 2 horses, all the tourists, police, and anything else. I'm not pulling out the camera today, guys, unless I kind of feel like super compelled to, just because of after what happened yesterday. I have no idea if I've got any idiots kind of having an eye out for me. Lest we forget, ladies and gents, it's very easy to figure out where I am and when. Oh, I hear yet more hooves. They're really active today, aren't they? Considering the fact that it's not a guard change day. Look, yet more beauties. I think, to be honest, the officers probably like these days because it's a lot less stressful for the horses to be out on days like today when they're not doing the guard change duties at the palace, but they can enjoy the weather. Plus, it's dry. And to be honest, I hadn't even noticed or commented on the temperature in today's video because it doesn't really feel like there is one. What I mean by that? Okay, there's certain places where you go in the world and it's never really kind of like hot or cold, it just feels pleasant. Monaco being a good example. A few places along the French Riviera like Menton. It feels like that in London today. It's not hot, it's not cold. There's no breeze at all, pretty much. It's just statically perfect at about 10 degrees. Which for me, to be honest, is ideal. Right, here come the 2 new ones. I made the right call, the yard is almost deserted, so let's see what happens now. And I'm also keen to see which 2 troopers we have taking over boxman duties from this fellow, who we like very much, and of course the very famous lady trooper at the other end. Yep. I think I got so many pictures yesterday for the Rogues Gallery of Horses, but I didn't post any of them because of the Rogues Gallery of Oompa Loompas. I really like how subtle this officer is with enforcing things here. Ah, another familiar face, replacing this familiar face. Who's at the other end? Can't quite see actually, but I can tell you just because of who it is coming to the box, that this end will be our focus for the rest of the video. I don't recognise this horse. He's got 4 perfectly uniform white socks and pretty much 0 facial markings, like nothing. Not a mark on his beautiful soft face. Hopefully, if in a minute it gets a bit quieter here and everyone that is behind me moves, I might take the chance to get an ID for you all. He's very uniquely softly looking, actually, this horse. It's like, yep, you're right, I am. I'm a big softie. Okay, so they're doing the gatesman and shitsman changeover relief in the yard. That's happening now. Which, to be honest, is the only thing that I missed. But hey, you can't win them all. There are way too many people standing behind me right now to take the phone out, folks. So we're going to have to wait. Oh, hold on a second. Traffic is moving again. Into the yard. So am I. Okay, we'll be able to get... oh, damn it, I haven't got my waterproof boots on today. I was going to say the same spot as yesterday, but not really, to be honest. Here we go. It's the NCO from yesterday who's got an amazing voice, to be honest. He's got a great voice. Okay, so the trooper that had a good laugh on his video today, right here. He did have a good laugh, to be honest, didn't he? That trooper. Oh, hold on a second. Stop the press. This, as a lot of you I'm sure will recognise, it's not only one of the most famous, but one of the best, strictest, most ruthless gatesmen in the Blues and Royals. Really good to see him back. It's been flipping weeks, months maybe, since he was last here. Gosh, he's been in, I mean, I don't even want to surmise, a lot of videos, let's put it that way. A hell of a lot of videos. Yeah, I would think at least 10, 15 plus videos of very interesting moments with tourists that are not paying attention on this side, near the arches, etc, etc. Yeah. Speaking of which, I'm just sort of looking around again, deciding where is the next best spot. Let's have a quick look at who we've got in the other box, first of all. I really like the fact they've now got that medal sign telling the tourists that there isn't going to be a guard change. I see that as being a huge positive, a great step forward, and a very weird coincidence that it was mentioned just, well, I don't know, last week or the week before I mentioned that in the video. I think I might need to start billing London District for consultancy. Guys, what do we think? This horse, look, his forelock is really long and fluffy. He's like, hello. Okay, so we said we're going to try and get ourselves an ID on this beauty at this end, which, oh, hold on, wait, let me wait for a second. I don't know where anyone's walking at the moment, and it's very awkward. Let's go right around and see if we can get ourselves that ID on this one. Because if we don't, oh great. The second I think there's somewhere to go, somebody just pushes into it. We'll have to wait for a minute, guys. It's a little bit busy at the front here for the moment, just a teeny bit. And we do need to be pretty much front on, otherwise we are not going to get what we want, which is an ID. Okay, 1 second, guys. Let's have a quick look. Someone look at the camera. It's being a bit bashful now. There we are. Hello. Got him. Right. Name coming up, guys. Just 1 second, okay? The other horse is getting nervous already. Remembered, in fact, it's Womers. It's Wombat. We didn't see Wombat here on duty for a long time, did we? I mean, ages. I mean, I don't actually remember the last time that we saw him, but it's been a while, Womers. Yeah, in fact, it's been a good while, to be quite fair. Must be really annoying the horses. I thought this was an order that we had here for a second. It's not. He does seem pretty chill, actually, doesn't this horse? I think the reason for that is he's so giant that he just doesn't care. Luckily. Now the main thing is that at least that noisy protest that we've had to endure for pretty much the whole entire video, except for that great moment out the back with the officer, at least they haven't come along here to horse guards. That I think is a great thing, because imagine how annoyed the horses would have gotten if that noisy protest had got itself a lot closer. Okay, what's going on here then? Quite a kind of a collection of random people. It's good they've got two separate mustachioed troopers in the yard today. They could, in fact, I was going to say be brothers, but that's not a completely accurate statement, so I'm not going to say it. Oh, hello. The French is here again. Hello, bonjour, welcome. Oh, one just fell on the. I'm not going to turn the camera. One just slipped over and fell on the floor. Approved care supports. I'm pretty sure the guards don't need any approved care support, but it doesn't hurt, I guess, does it? I think actually, guys, to be honest, having watched some of the main auditor videos in the past, I don't know, a few weeks, I was never a big fan of the auditor videos, but as mentioned in yesterday's, I'm warming up to them massively. Certainly the more humorous auditor videos. One thing that is extraordinary, because it's never happened here, is that we've never had a single person in nearly 2 years of filming here come up and say, I'm just remembering one that was I was going to say, no one's come up and put their hand over the camera or said don't film me or get away or why are you filming me or anything like that. Two that kind of got close. One was the teacher from Wales who tried to kind of push the camera away but failed epically and looked stupid by doing it. And that exceptionally nice and friendly Israeli lady that we had the chat with that very large group when she came over and sort of jokingly said, why are you filming my kids? And then we had a very long chat with her about, the issues that have happened here before. But no one's actually ever come over kind of aggressively and been like, hey, don't film me or get the camera out of my face or whatever. And the reason that suddenly struck me as being peculiar is if one watches the famous auditor videos, It happens all the time, like all the time. People are going over and putting the camera right up into the auditor's personal space. What I mean, that sort of like pushing the auditor's kit, and sometimes the auditor himself physically backwards, which is extraordinary, to be honest. But then again, I think the fact this is central London, the fact that the majority of people here are tourists, the fact that there's such high security, the police here, cameras, I think that might be part of the reason why people are, let's just say, a little bit more hesitant to be aggressive, let alone violent, here in particular in central London. That would be my interpretation of why we haven't yet had that happen. However, never say never, guys, because every time we say never, or won't, or can't, or whatever, the exact opposite happens, does it not? Anyway, we're going to finish up in a minute or two. Very different atmosphere to yesterday. Remember when I said before we caught the pickpockets about how moody it seemed here yesterday, and those like moody kids that were in the middle of the road and stuff? I was bang on. But today, the exact opposite. Super, super, super chill. Not a single concern I would have for anything happening here today. Okay, let's hope that this gent is carefully led around the box by his two devoted carers. A lot of respect for people that work as carers. That has got to be one of the most demanding, mentally challenging things you can do for work. I couldn't even imagine the responsibility and the stress levels. Very little thanks and not a lot of pay, so big respect. Oh, hold on, this end now. Let's leave them to it. I don't really like those kind of, like special kid gets whatever with the horse. If it happens in front of the camera, fine. I don't like to run after it. I don't really think it's appropriate, to be honest. Another week or so of this, guys, and I think I'm going to announce that spring has finally arrived. It certainly feels like it. There's something in the air that feels good today. And it's not because the guy behind me is smoking a fatty. It just feels good. Anyway, I think that's the end. I could waffle on, but I think that's enough for today. It's 1:15. You'll be watching this video the day after it was shot. Why? Because yours truly, folks, got a bit too much footage this week. But hey, better too much than not enough. That's what my girlfriend tells me. I don't know what she's talking about, but maybe it's true. Guys, I'm out of here. Back soon, people. Bye for now.